Reason number 42 that I'm frustrated with this press. No, this is not the answer to life, but it is the answer to one more issue with this thing. Now, owners of these may have experienced this problem. They may not even know they've experienced this problem. Ever swear you put 50 primers in that tube and come up one short? Here's a very good possibility why. It's under this arm. Very good chance. And the only way to get it out is to remove the primer assembly, which, can be messy. Now, here's the way to solve it. Oh, come on. Come on. Hot glue to the rescue. Once again. This space, there's no need for it. It's one more thing they could have done a little better. What happens is you pull it back to get a primer, that's wide open there. So if you fumble or something, that primer can drop down in there and it's trapped. Pulling it out, you just don't have enough room to get it out. And I mean, that gap is big enough for a primer to fit in on edge, let alone normally. So what he did was, I took some 3-in-1 oil, just lubed the whole surface so that the hot glue wouldn't stick. Pumped the hot glue in there, took a razor blade, flushed it, and the top of this covers that, so it's not going anywhere. It's not going to fall out. You're not going to lose it. And this sits on top of it, so it's trapped instead of primers. And yeah, it works well, and it's a cheap fix. They didn't have to machine that extra out. They could have eliminated this little issue. Oh well. Just so many things. I'm seriously considering saving up for a running T7. The thing is, I find that 8 holes aren't always enough. So it's kind of a step down in capacity, but a step up in quality, Now, who was it? I have to look on Discuss. No, not Discuss. What the heck is it? Discord. That's the one. I think it's Charlie. I think I was talking to Charlie. He brought up the Ponsus Warren turret press. But unfortunately, I found it's only for pistol rounds, straight wall. It doesn't do rifle. I called, they said it's not tall enough. It's also not, I don't think it's strong enough for it. When you size of die, listen to me, size of case or anything like that takes a lot of extra force. It's just not designed that well. I mean, they make some nice stuff, works of art, a bit pricey. They're best known for their shot shell reloaders. But they do make a 10-hole pistol turret. It's supposed to be for 2 calibers. You got 5. I think you have to remove a couple bolts. Flip it, you got 5 more holes. It's so close. If it would do rifle, I would be all over it. Things like $350, which would be an absolute steal if it did rifle. They do have a rifle, but it's a 5-station. And that thing is more. a fair amount more. I think that one's like a couple $100 more. But anyone familiar with Ponzus Warren, instead of the head moving, the shell holder moves. So, station to station to station. And the rifle one is just a horizontal row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, moving the shell holder. I said, maybe in 2.0, and told them, I said, if that thing did rifle, I would be all over it, take my money, because I'm always running out of holes for certain calibers. I need a specialty die or one that I just only have to use every now and then. Bullet puller, occasionally you do something and you break out the collet sizing neck die, bring it back down and rerun it, just all kinds of little things that, oh wait, I got a free hole? No problem. I don't have to mess with settings, pulling one out or, anything like that. And also, something I found works for rifle rounds. You're not quite sure you threw that charge? Look right in there, You probably don't need a light and a mirror or anything like that, It's just right there, and it works beautifully. Really, anything you get a somewhat of a view, but I mean, right there. It's pretty unblocked, nothing really in the way. But anyway, yeah, hopefully they'll come out with a version 2.0 10 holder that does rifle. They could, they get up the price. $600. I would save up my pennies and hopefully not find anything to complain about. But yeah, that would be sweet. All right, well, before I go off too far, I'll leave you with that. Have a good one. God bless. See you.